if there's one person in the galaxy that you would be okay taking this kid from the Mandalorian, it's got to be Luke. You know, usually John and I tend to think if he and I are aligned on something like that, it's probably gonna, I like to think, turn out good. But, you know, if I had been like, no way, Luke, John would respect that and be like, okay, let's figure it out. But it just felt right to both of us. It was this carefully laid discussion, you know, the stages of, is it going to be him? How could it be him? Because we realized watching it that you're kind of in denial. No matter how obvious we made it, you do not think it's going to be him when that hood comes off. Like, that shot was the one of all the shots that had to work, because it was going to be the completion of this wish fulfillment. Is it really Luke?
For me, I've learned a long time ago how to keep a secret. I mean, that Empire secret, I had to keep it for like a year and a half, but that's before social media. I said, all it takes is one person in a lab treating the film, you know, color correction. There's just so many variables and so many unknowns. One person who sees that and goes on social media and goes, guess what I saw today?
We had to keep marketing a secret. And that went from creating misleads in the script, creating artwork that was not Luke, creating some temporary visual effects that were the character of Plo Koon.
It's fairly well known by deep core fans that Plo Koon's my favorite Jedi. And a lot of people, if Plo Koon from the script got out, would assume, well, of course, because Dave likes Plo Koon. So, you know, there's these layers of intrigue that we try to weave. We had a digital Plo Koon head placed on the actor in dailies, so it looked like Plo Koon.
Last hallway is the crescendo, right? We've now seen on every deck him moving through.
You know, we had a whole discussion about it would be very easy to just make him so over the top skilled, but I was like, you know, what's interesting is he's had training, but I don't know who's been teaching him sword fight training lately. So he had to have a style that was better than what we saw in Jedi, but fundamentally still of the same tree of sword fighting technique. And his technique and Ahsoka's technique should be very different. And technically, she's had vastly more training than he ever has. She's actually his senior, which is, I think, difficult for people to remember because of when these characters were created, right? So a lot of consideration given to every detail.
The Grogu puppet is so believable. Deja vu with Yoda. You know, I mean, Yoda was so real to me.
I just thought when I was watching the episodes, I said, I've got to meet the child. And it's justified because I'm the only one that has any experience with his species.
You see your crew just staring at Mark, and you realize they're remembering what it meant to them. And you realize that you've been a part of constructing something that's giving that experience to people, this good feeling. which fundamentally Star Wars should deliver a good feeling, an uplifting feeling.
If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.